Hey everyone, this is Dave Cooper and we're in Scottsdale, Arizona at the Housing Innovation Alliance Summit, and I am standing with George Casey from Stockbridge Associates. George, you're currently the CEO of that.
Yes.
And you're the chair of the Housing Innovation Alliance.
Yes.
How do you do all this?
I don't drink coffee.
So that doesn't help.
And I do things I enjoy, and this is one of the things I really enjoy.
Can you tell us a little bit about really what you do?
My world is one where I consult with home builders and master plan community developers on how to convert operating excellence, make changes that way, and convert it to financial excellence. So that's one world. Second world I deal with is dealing with CEOs of companies in Maine, not in the housing industry, in what's called a Vistage group, 16 CEOs helping each other work on their businesses together.
Okay.
And then the third is here with the Alliance, taking it from an idea that was 3 or 4 years ago into something that is hopefully transformative for the industry. And doing it through a variety of mechanisms, one of which is what we're doing today, these summits, where we bring a variety of people in the industry and sometimes not in the industry together around round tables to work on issues together. And with that, there's both knowledge transference, but there's also a deep network of people who you wouldn't normally meet that you now connect with. And out of those, over the last several years, we've had several business partnerships form that are doing new, exciting things. So that, to me, is the fun of the transformation in the industry.
Yeah, I mean, the room is full of thought leaders, industry experts, right? And the networking has been absolutely amazing.
Yeah, and that's it. And when I consider it, about a third of the value of what we do is the programming, the speakers and so on.
Right.
2/3 is actually the discussions, the networking, the knowledge transference, the aha moments that you get. That's really 2/3 of the value.
It really is. And that's really what I've been hearing from a lot of people that are coming to this event. The value is what you're learning, the people that you're meeting, and those aha moments, like, yeah, that makes sense, right? And also discussing the innovation that's going to drive this forward.
Yes.
So where do you see the housing market going from an innovation standpoint over the next 5 years?
What's interesting, I see two tracks. One is the track of the way we build houses right now, out on site, subcontractors coming and going, and relatively uncoordinated. There are ways to do that better. I think one of the things is if you start applying basic industrial engineering and process control to the job site, there's huge benefits in terms of cycle time, waste reduction, cost reduction that can translate into higher value to a consumer. That's going to take builders thinking differently in that channel and how they relate to their trades in that channel. The second channel, which I think is the long-term way, is actually building more and more of the house in a factory and then delivering, whether it's components, cubes, or full houses, out to a job site. What we know already is that inside of a factory, you already have the kinds of industrial engineering, the kind of process efficiencies that drive costs down. And it also somewhat alleviates the labor costs. Right now, if you were to go to the job sites, we have an aging and disappearing labor force. But when you look at it, it's a disappearing male labor force. Only 4% of trades are female. When you go to factories, almost 35% of the workforce in a factory is female. So you can open up opportunities to people who aren't already in construction in a factory environment that's cleaner, higher technology, and a career path that is different than in the field. That's why I think long-term, that's where it'll end up going. But for the foreseeable future, it's going to be improvements on both sides that I think make a difference. And I think to the extent we can highlight those things and demonstrate how they work, we're advancing what we do in the industry.
Right. And you do a lot for this industry.
I hope so.
No, you do. So there you have it, everyone. George Casey, Stockbridge Associates. George, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for speaking with us today. I'm Dave Cooper. We are in Scottsdale, Arizona at the Housing Innovation Alliance. We hope to see you next year.